You know that feeling when you buy a new plant, swear you'll take care of it, and 2 weeks later, it's basically a dried up salad? Yeah, we've all done that. But here's the thing. Not every plant needs constant attention to survive. Some of them are straight up warriors, thriving even if you forget to water them or keep them in less than perfect light. In this video, we're talking about 12 hard-to-kill houseplants that even total beginners can handle. These are the plants that plant pros recommend when you're just starting out, the kind that make you look like you know what you're doing. So, get comfy, grab a drink, and let's find the perfect low-maintenance plant that'll stick around no matter what you throw at it. First up, we've got the Philodendron, the ultimate low-effort legend of the plant world. This one's basically the friend who always shows up even if you forget their birthday. It's known for its heart-shaped leaves and wild trailing vines that can grow several feet long, making any corner of your home look instantly lush. What makes it perfect for beginners is how forgiving it is. Seriously, you can miss a watering or two, and it'll still bounce back like nothing happened. NASA even listed philodendrons among the top plants for air purification, so it's not just pretty, it's pulling its weight by cleaning up your air, too. It thrives in medium to low light and loves humidity but won't throw a fit if your apartment's a little dry. Just give it some indirect light, water it when the top inch of soil feels dry, and watch it reward you with steady, healthy growth. It's like having a plant that cheers you on instead of judging your plant parent skills. Next up is the umbrella plant, also known as Schefflera, and let me tell you, this one's like the easygoing roommate who never complains. Its glossy, hand-shaped leaves fan out like, well, an umbrella, giving your space that full, tropical vibe without needing a vacation budget. What makes it perfect for beginners is how adaptable it is. It can thrive in bright, indirect light but won't sulk if it ends up in a shadier spot. This plant's secret weapon? It's basically drought-tolerant. Miss a few waterings? No problem. In fact, overwatering is the only real way to mess it up. It's also great for filtering toxins from the air, a natural way to keep your indoor air feeling fresher. Plus, it grows fast, so you'll actually see your plant parent progress week by week. Give it a little love, a good spot near a window, and watch it flourish like it's been living its best life all along. Now, let's talk about the Alocasia, the bold, dramatic one in the group that somehow still manages to be beginner-friendly. With those big, arrow-shaped leaves that look straight out of a rainforest, this plant brings instant jungle energy to your home. Don't let its fancy looks fool you though, Alocasia is tougher than it seems. It thrives in bright, indirect light and appreciates a little humidity, but it won't throw a tantrum if your space isn't tropical. Just keep the soil lightly moist, not soaked, and it'll reward you with steady growth and vibrant leaves. Fun fact: there are over 70 species of Alocasia, and many of them are used by interior designers because they instantly elevate a space. Plus, their leaves can grow up to 2 feet long, making them a statement piece without needing much effort. If you want a plant that looks like you've got serious plant skills but doesn't actually require them, Alocasia's your go-to. Next up is the string of pearls, a total showstopper that looks like nature's version of jewelry. Those cascading strands of little green beads aren't just for looks, they're also a sign of one of the easiest succulents to care for. This plant thrives on neglect. Seriously, water it too much and it'll protest, but forget about it for a couple weeks and it's perfectly fine. Native to the arid regions of Southwest Africa, it's built to handle dry conditions and loves a sunny windowsill where it can soak up bright, indirect light. What makes it great for beginners is how quickly it adapts. As long as it gets light and occasional water, it'll keep growing those elegant trails that can reach up to 3 feet long. Bonus point: it even produces tiny white flowers that smell like cinnamon when it's happy. If you've ever wanted a plant that looks fancy but doesn't need babysitting, string of pearls is that low-effort glow-up you've been looking for. The Norfolk Pine might look like a mini Christmas tree, but don't let that fool you. This guy's a year-round beauty that's surprisingly easy to keep alive. It's not actually a pine at all, but a tropical evergreen that thrives indoors with just a bit of bright, indirect light. What makes it such a great beginner plant is how low maintenance it is. It loves consistency, so as long as you keep the soil slightly moist and avoid blasting it with dry heat or cold drafts, it'll stay lush and happy. Unlike most indoor plants, the Norfolk pine grows vertically and evenly, adding structure and a calm, forest-like vibe to any room. In good conditions, it can grow up to 6 feet tall indoors, giving you that cozy green presence without demanding constant care. Plus, it's non-toxic to pets, which is a huge bonus if you've got curious cats or dogs. So if you want something that looks elegant, feels festive, and forgives the occasional care slip up. This tree-like stunner's got your back. Now here's a true survivor. The cast iron plant, also known as Aspidistra elacer, and trust me, it's earned that name for a reason. This plant can handle just about anything you throw at it. Low light, irregular watering, temperature swings. It shrugs it all off like it's no big deal. Originally from Japan and Taiwan, it was a favorite in Victorian homes because it could thrive even in dimly lit rooms filled with smoke and dust. That's how tough it is. Its deep green, glossy leaves grow straight and strong, instantly adding a sense of calm and structure to your space. It's one of those plants that'll quietly keep growing whether you remember it exists or not, perfect for anyone who's still building their plant care confidence. Just give it a shady corner, water it when the soil feels dry, and it'll reward you with years of steady, evergreen beauty. Some even call it the indestructible plant, and honestly, they're not wrong. The Corkscrew Rush, or Juncus effusus, spiralis, is one of those plants that instantly grabs attention. It's like the fun, curly-haired friend of the plant world. Its wild, spiraling green stems twist in every direction, giving it a sculptural, almost whimsical look that makes people stop and stare. What's awesome is that it's surprisingly easy to care for, especially if you're the kind of person who tends to overwater. This plant actually loves moisture. It thrives in consistently damp soil, even soggy conditions, and enjoys bright, indirect light or partial sun. Originating from wetlands, the Corkscrew Rush is built for resilience, handling fluctuations in temperature and humidity like a pro. Indoors, it brings that quirky, artistic touch to your decor while staying fuss-free. It's also a great air purifier, adding fresh oxygen while showing off its unique texture. If you've been wanting a plant that's both forgiving and full of personality, the Corkscrew Rush checks every box: low stress, high style, and endlessly cool to look at. The bird of paradise is the showstopper of the bunch, bold, tropical, and way easier to care for than it looks. With those massive banana-like leaves that fan out dramatically, it instantly transforms any space into a lush getaway. Native to South Africa, this plant is built to handle plenty of sunlight, so if you've got a bright corner, it'll absolutely thrive there. It loves consistent watering but will forgive you if you miss a week. Just make sure the soil stays slightly moist, not soggy. What makes it perfect for beginners is its steady, reliable growth and incredible resilience. It's tough enough to bounce back from minor neglect. When it's happy, it rewards you with those striking orange and blue flowers that really do look like a bird in flight, hence the name. And here's a fun fact. NASA's Clean Air study ranked the bird of paradise among plants that help filter indoor air. It's not just gorgeous, it's practical too. This one's for anyone who wants to feel like they're living in a vacation home year-round, without the stress of constant care. The Monstera, also known as the Swiss cheese plant, the poster child of modern houseplants, and for good reason. Those big, glossy leaves with natural holes look straight out of a design magazine, and the best part? It's genuinely one of the easiest statement plants you can grow. Native to the tropical rainforests of Central America, Monstera is built to thrive in low to medium light and can handle a little forgetfulness when it comes to watering. It prefers its soil slightly damp but not soggy, and it'll happily grow even if you're still figuring out your plant routine. With the right conditions, it can shoot up several feet a year. Seriously, this thing grows fast. Plus, it helps purify the air while adding that lush, jungle vibe everyone loves. Its name, Swiss cheese plant, comes from those iconic leaf holes that actually help it withstand wind and heavy rain in the wild. Indoors, it's the ultimate beginner-friendly showpiece, forgiving, stylish, and guaranteed to make your space feel instantly alive. The bay laurel tree. Now this one's a classic with a twist. You've probably seen its leaves in your kitchen spice rack, but growing it as a houseplant adds a whole new level of charm. This Mediterranean native is hardy, evergreen, and surprisingly easy to care for, making it perfect for beginners who want something both practical and beautiful. It thrives in bright, indirect light and doesn't mind drying out a bit between waterings. The trick is to give it a well-draining pot and a little airflow. Do that, and it'll reward you with rich, glossy leaves that you can actually use for cooking. Talk about multitasking. It's also naturally pest-resistant and slow-growing, so you won't need to fuss over pruning every other week. Fun fact: bay laurel trees can live for decades, even centuries, which is why they've long symbolized victory and endurance. Indoors, it brings that same steady, grounded energy, a plant that looks elegant, smells amazing, and practically takes care of itself once it's settled in. The Moonshine snake plant is that cool, effortlessly stylish friend who always looks good without trying. With its silvery green, sword-like leaves that seem to glow under the light, it's one of the most striking yet low-maintenance houseplants you can own. Native to West Africa, this plant has evolved to handle neglect like a champ. It can go weeks without water, tolerate low light, and still look picture-perfect. That's because it stores water in its thick leaves, making it practically drought-proof. NASA even lists snake plants among the top air-purifying plants, helping filter out toxins like formaldehyde and benzene while releasing oxygen at night. Translation? It literally helps you breathe better while you sleep. The Moonshine variety grows upright and compact, so it's ideal for small apartments or offices where space is tight but style matters. Whether you're a chronic overwaterer or someone who forgets they own plants, this one's almost impossible to mess up. It thrives on a little neglect and gives back in spades. And finally, we've got Aloe Vera, the plant that's basically a built-in first aid kit. This spiky, sculptural succulent isn't just easy on the eyes, it's loaded with benefits. Its gel-filled leaves are packed with vitamins, enzymes, and antioxidants that can soothe burns, moisturize skin, and even help with small cuts. Native to arid regions of Africa, Aloe Vera is designed to thrive on minimal care. It stores water in its fleshy leaves, so it can easily handle missed waterings or a week of vacation neglect. It loves bright, indirect sunlight and well-draining soil, which keeps those thick leaves plump and healthy. Studies even show aloe helps purify indoor air by removing formaldehyde and benzene. Not bad for a plant that practically asks for nothing in return. Just water it once the soil is completely dry, give it a sunny spot, and it'll reward you with years of effortless growth. For beginners, it's the perfect mix of beauty, usefulness, and pure resilience. A plant that truly earns its keep. And there you have it, 12 hard-to-kill houseplants that'll make you look like a plant pro, even if you've never kept one alive before. Whether you're after something tall and dramatic like the bird of paradise or laid back and low-key like the cast iron plant, there's a green buddy here for every kind of plant parent. The best part? These plants don't need daily check-ins or complicated routines, just a bit of light, occasional watering, and some love when you remember. If 1 or 3 caught your eye, go ahead and start your little indoor jungle today. And hey, if you enjoyed hanging out and picked up a few new favorites, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more easy plant inspo, and drop a comment sharing which one you're adding to your collection next.